Naruto's still worse than Bleach, though.
I don't think it is. I think Bleach was just better at knowing when it should stop.
Bleach
Which
has
I
Yoruichi.
kind of was forced because like Bleach didn't want to stop. It just people stopped watching when they got to the Fullbringer.
My actual opinion is that Naruto is better than Bleach, and One Piece has more potential than both of them, but has dropped the
My
ball.
honest opinion, I think Naruto's the best of the three. I think One Piece is really dragging itself out.
That's what I'm saying. It had the most potential, but it's dropping the ball with the pacing. At least the anime. I don't know about the manga.
Well, the manga's still going, I'm guessing.
Both of them are still going.
They need to. I get it. He doesn't want to stop, and he doesn't have to stop because like this is his creative endeavor, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, bro, hope you have an ending in mind.
I like a beginning, middle, and end, which is funny because Berserk is like one of my favorite things ever, and it doesn't have that. But like Avatar: The Last Airbender, for instance,
still ongoing. They just updated chapter Berserk like a week ago.
Well, the author is dead.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just saying though, but like someone took over it because I'm still uploading it online.
Yeah, I have not read any of that newer stuff.
I think that's acceptable because like the storytelling is just so strong that it doesn't matter.
In Berserk?
Yeah, in Berserk.
Absolutely. The storytelling and the art and everything about it
isn't strong enough that like you can be like, oh well, it's like no. In Berserk, we'll all be butthurt if we don't get an ending. But if it doesn't end, I don't think anyone would be angry.
No, I would not be angry. I'm happy for what I got of Berserk,
exactly.
And I still go back and read it.
We got this much.
Yeah. Well, Berserk is just truly special because it was well written as well as well drawn and like it's
such a good dichotomy. It's such a that's why I like mangas and animes that fuck your head up because I think they ask such humanistic questions that we all understand. We're all too afraid to face.
Sure.
Yeah, like who was Buster?
And why was Buster?
Exactly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, that's why I think stories, because like to me, I don't get what One Piece is trying to ask, and I think that's probably why I don't like One Piece.
One Piece isn't asking anything.
That's probably why I don't like it. There's no question. There's no deeper thought to it other than me go there, me hit that thing, me keep going.
I mean, maybe. So I fell off. I don't know what it's doing right now. But like I don't know. I think it's narratively it's probably weaker, but there's a lot of fun stuff that it has going on for it.
No, yeah, of course. Like the arcs are fun, but like to me, typically stories that really elevate in my head is when the whole story is cyclical. That's something I really learned about myself in these past. I love cyclical shit. I love things that are very cyclical. Like with Berserk, even if it doesn't finish, it still seems cyclical from what it's already presented.
Sure.
Because like to me, my headcanon on it is the first God Hand and the Grey Knight. That's just Griffith and Guts from a different timeline. That's just the first timeline of the kingdom that fucking Midland built on top of. And we're just seeing causality build on top of itself as they've already admitted causality does.
Yeah.
That's just my headcanon. I assume, to me, I didn't think Berserk was going to get an end when he was still alive because I thought the ending to me would be like, oh, and now this is actually the story of Grey Knight and the other guy.
Yeah, so, well, here's the thing. How does Berserk even fucking end?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it can end.
They reverse Casca, and this time Griffith gets Casca'd, and they change it, and the internet collectively, like, fourth wall break. Like,
the internet collapse.
Yeah, but that, like, fourth wall break, during the episode, they changed every comment that was Casca, like, referencing the show, to Griffith. And then they say, Casca did nothing wrong.
Griffith is telling Guts not to look, but Guts is looking him right in the eye.
Yeah, and then we'll be like, he got Griffith, and Casca did nothing wrong.
If they were going to end Berserk, I thought it was going to be like, I don't actually think Guts is ever going to get another chance to kill Griffith. Like, I don't think he's going to get that. They're going to have fights, absolutely, and they're going to clash, but I don't think he'll ever get another opportunity to kill Griffith again.
Because Griffith's too fucking powerful now.
Well, exactly. I think both of them are too important to causality.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. This might be what you're saying. Like, I mean, even if you could beat Griffith, like, he kind of brought about world peace to a degree, sort of.
Well, yeah, that's why I love Berserk. It's like the villain is such a good guy. What are you gonna do?
If you kill Griffith, will that like revert shit and like make the world shit again? Like I don't know.
That's part. Will that bring us back to right before Midland when the Band of the Hawks was going through the war times? Will it just plunges back? It's all cyclical.
Yeah.
That's why I liked his writing, because it's just like, you're doing something great here, man.
Yeah. Berserk is truly special.
Bro, Berserk, because like Berserk asks real life questions. Like, you remember the Lost Kids arc, bro? That whole ending.
That was my favorite arc.
Bro, when he's just like, this world is shit, bro. But you got, it's the same thing that Attack on Titan is asking. It just guts it said.
Wait, are we thinking the same arc? The one with the bugs?
With the bugs. When he holds the girl at the end after they had just killed her friend.
Yeah, okay.
And she's like, oh, I want to go with you. And he's just like, no, listen, the world is shit. You have to go figure it out where you are. And it's just like, that's such a great analogy of the world.
That's true.
You can't run from your problems. The world is going to be shit wherever you go. You have to deal with it.
Yeah, and I'm getting chased by like demons and shit. You don't want to be near me.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want to wake up to, I loved how the demons were literally pouring out around him as he was talking.
She literally just saw like her friend as like a giant insect monstrosity. He burnt alive. Her whole brood
being used as bait to lure her the fuck out.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. He also set the little girl on fire because fucking the bug actually grabbed her and then he stabs the bug.
Yeah. That was like the fucking artwork and the way that fight is depicted.
So good.
Is so fucking good.
Yo, bro, early Berserk artwork was very... I'm not saying all of it isn't good, but early Berserk artwork was something different.
Well, so it kind of gets different throughout the series. Like, it's... The art style isn't static, exactly.
Yeah, to me, it changes after... Once it gets to the Midland arc, that's when the artwork changes again to me, and then it changes again after the Eclipse. But that's just the way I looked at it.
To a degree. It still feels like the same world and stuff to me.
Oh yeah, it still feels like, but like it seems like they're taking. To me, it feels like he got more of what he wanted the world to look like.
Yes, it's more realized in his mind, and
because like if you look at like the fucking beginning arc to even Midland Guts looks completely different from when like the first couple of chapters to Midland.
Well, there's a time skip. Like
I'm talking about at the end when he looked like Guts was supposed to look.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
He just didn't look the same.
Yeah. So I love Miura's art because it's fucking excellent. But there's some pictures that are just really wonky looking in the best way. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, like it was super wonky watching Guts clap those fucking demon cheeks at the beginning.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Went clap, 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 clap. Who's a virgin?
Oof, what?
Well, not him. He's had sex multiple times. I'm sorry.
For those of you who know the story of Berserk, you're probably disgusted at him right now.
Yeah, he got fucking Cascad.
Disgusted with him, I should say.
Griffith got... See, I had this debate with someone I worked with.
Mm-hmm.
She was one of those Twitter stands who was just like, she was talking one day, so this wasn't at my new job, this was back at an old job. She was just like, yeah, fucking Berserk is bad. She was one of those people when like they re-released it as that big black book. And like
the deluxe editions?
Yeah.
I have a lot of those. I need to get the rest, but
she was one of those people when Twitter was losing their mind. She was like, can you believe that they would do that? And I was like, have you read Berserk? And she's like, no, but I've seen all the pictures on Twitter and shit like that. And I was just like, okay, what pictures are you talking about? And she immediately, you know which one I'm talking, she immediately shows me the one of getting Cascad in the Eclipse.
Yeah.
And I was just like, do you understand the context of what's going on? And she's like, I don't need to know the context to know that this is just some power trip fantasy. And I was like, no. Everyone in that picture has been, what are you talking about?
Yeah, yes, everyone in that picture has been.
Literally everyone in the Eclipse had gotten sexually, well, the last 3 survivors of the Eclipse have gotten sexually assaulted.
Yeah, it's true.
And like when I said that to her, she was like, oh, and I was like, yeah, what are you talking about? This is just a perpetuation of power being passed on. You have no idea what you people are talking, huh?
It's
You
very
have no idea.
Berserk is very equal opportunity with its violence and bloodshed.
It absolutely is. And bro, the whole night, me and her just kept debating. I just kept bringing that topic up because like she has no response. I was like, she was like, oh well, nothing he could have experienced could ever approve of that. And I was like, he got sexually assaulted a bunch of times. What are you talking about? Not gonna lie, that was a big W there. That was a big W. That was a big old W. Because I was like, why are we debating a story you literally know nothing about?
Yeah, so I'll say right now, the balls to try to debate on a topic that you didn't even experience.
You know only about pictures that are misrepresented.
Out
Like,
of context
Hearsay,
images.
not from like.
Yeah, exactly, Fritz. Oh
like,
boy.
it blew my mind because it's just like, yes, the eclipse was meant to be the most shocking down point of anyone's life. That's why it is so shocking and deplorable. Yes, like you're not. Am I supposed to be like, oh my god, yes, that was awful? Yeah, we all know.
Mm-hmm.
If you read it, you would also know, and you would actually feel way worse for even showing me now. Because no one deserved that. Everyone was good. Griffith did nothing wrong. Casca didn't deserve that. Grunts didn't deserve that.
Yeah. What about what do you think of Zod?
I like Zod.
I fucking love Zod so
I
much.
think Zod's really cool because, like, I love that his whole. Because, like, when Zod first showed up, I thought that's when, like, it was gonna end. I thought that was the end of Berserk when Zod was just beating the shit out of Guts and Griffith, and then he saw the bailiff, and he was just like, "Oh, when your friends." I forget what,
He just
like,
drops a fucking prophecy on the bitches,
Right?
and then he flies away.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? I need to keep reading.
Yeah, we've been talking about Berserk for a while. I'd like to involve Fritz in the conversation if we want to change topics. Sorry about that.
No worries. Story of my life.
No, it's not cool.
Fritz, watch Berserk.
No,
sorry it's
he
gonna
would
upset
not.
You a little bit, but it's gonna change you as an individual.
Oh, yeah, so it's hard to
You're
recommend
going
it to Fritz Hand. Just knowing
I
that,
recommend it to most people because, like, if
Yeah.
you want to go through a changing experience in life, if you want to go and get yourself to become a better person, go watch Berserk.
Sure.
Because, like,
At the same
literally
time, if
one
you
of-
can't stomach what the contents and if it just repulses, like
Yeah,
you won't be able to read the deeper meanings and shit.
I really don't think it would be able to.
Yeah.
well, then that's why I would say don't read it. Watch the movie because the movie.
No, that's what I'm. Movie or anime? Is it a movie or?
Well,
So there,
it's an anime that became a 3-part movie series
Yes.
that turned into another anime.
the 2016 anime is trash. Don't watch that. But
Only because of the animation and they move
Yeah.
things out of place.
the Golden Age arc was adapted into a 3-part movie, which is like
Don't watch that
2D
one.
and CG.
It's better to just watch the original 99.
The
You're
anime
gonna
in the
watch
90s?
Golden Age.
The 90s
Yeah.
anime? Sure. That's
Yeah, if
that's
you're gonna
fine.
watch the Golden Age and fucking Midland, because I always forget what that arc is actually called. I just call it the Midland arc. Is it the Band of Hark arc? I don't know what that.
The Golden Age is that's the whole
Golden
Golden
Age.
Age arc. That giant fucking arc.
Yes. Okay. So I am just wrong to call it Midland.
Yeah.
Yeah, just watch the 90s Midland arc because, like, it ends right where it gets awful, so you won't have to watch any of the real awful.
So it ends with the eclipse, the 90s
Exactly.
anime.
So, like, but it also skips, like, the beginning. Like, it skips him going through the whole apostle breakdown and the dude killing his wife for being a whore sinner who's fucking sleeping
It
with the
shows the snake demon, but that's about it.
Yeah, but it doesn't. Does it? Oh, it does.
Yeah, that's the first episode.
Oh wow! I forgot that. It
Yeah.
touches on him, but it doesn't go into his story.
No, it's very quick, and then it's the whole flashback, which is the Golden Age arc.
Yeah, no, Fritzen, you'll like the flashbacks. I think you'll like because if you like, unironically, if you liked Code Geass, that whole dynamic of outsmarting your opponent and having to remain one step ahead while still remaining like control and stuff like that. That's kind of what Berserk is presenting on the surface level. So I think you'll have a good time with it there.
Sure. There's still like the stuff with Guts' childhood that Pretend would not like.
Hey, we got a fast forward button, bro.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure.